Yeah, I think we're live. Hi, everybody.
Howdy, howdy.
Got kind of a different stream tonight, folks. Uh, gonna talk some about reptiles and who knows what else.
That's right. Turned off my water, so I haven't ran any tanks over yet. Go sit down.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Merdol.
kind of different. It's the creme de la creme, right?
I don't know
I don't know
about
about.
that, but
Yeah, right.
Bob, how's your back doing tonight?
Well, it's one of those things. I don't know if you have back issues or ever have, but it's half of a disc I had taken out that herniated. It didn't rupture, and I was working as a nurse, actually the supervisor that day, and me and three security guards lifted up this patient named Donnie, who's been long gone, 400 and something pounds, and it popped. So it was workers' comp and disability and all that. So I've struggled with it for years, and uh, it's better. Never ask an old man how he's doing. Jesus.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, I
little
got
better.
good. Well, shall we say some hellos?
Yeah.
Let's see. Patty was first in the chat. She was way early, about 3 hours ago.
She was excited for us to swim together.
Mystery Snail Guardians. Diego Petsotics. Riddles here. Scott's Aquatics. Good day, T-Bones.
T-Bones. And Adele.
Adele.
Hey.
Good seeing you all.
Awesome.
Derek, 44 Mag Guy, welcome, sir.
Yeah, you had Derek on earlier today.
Yeah.
That was a good stream.
It's good seeing Derek around in streams again.
Yeah, it is. I'm missing him for sure. For sure. Trying to get in front of something reptile instead of fish. I had to move messes to have open areas. You know how that is, I guess.
Yeah.
Have your fish messes and your reptile messes too.
Now, whose tank is that? Is that Sandy's?
That is not Sandy. That's Nelson.
Nelson, okay.
The blue tongue, Indonesian blue tongue skink. He wants everybody to know he's not a northern, which there's nothing wrong with it, but he's an Indonesian. And I actually smeared some of the dirt around on the inside of his aquarium. He didn't know what was going on. He was all excited.
That's good. Yeah, I've got project coming. 3 of my 4 snakes are getting upgraded on tanks, so.
Oh, cool. That's better.
I gave my bearded dragon to my sister.
Oh, did you?
She's always loved it, so. And I'm going to use that 75 gallon for Dusty, the ball python, because he's getting pretty big and he needs a bigger tank.
Yeah. How big is he now?
He's probably right at 3 feet.
I need to measure Sandy because he is a big stinker. He's out. I can't believe it. I turned a lamp on. He doesn't like a light, and I keep a lamp above his aquarium. It's a 40 breeder that's cracked on the end. But he doesn't like light, so I keep the blind closed there. He's in front of a window, but he's out.
Yeah, they say a 40 breeder is big enough even for an adult ball python, but I just feel more comfortable with him having more room. So
Oh yeah, I really
he's
do.
he's probably got another foot or two to grow. So
Yeah.
he'll
Yeah.
be a year old next month.
All right.
Yazzie.
He's got under me, and so he's kind of got himself cornered here because
Yeah.
Tibby's waiting over by the kitchen door. Yep. All those times you've been mean to Tibby. Yep. I'm drinking coffee, Yazzie. He was to Petco earlier. Come on. This is not. Come here. This isn't Pam. You know
I'm
who
not
you are.
Pam Yazzie.
He knows. He said it's Pam's time. Where the hell is she? Right? He knows her schedule, I swear. Don't you?
Yeah, everybody, in case you didn't know, Pam wasn't feeling well tonight, so she decided not to stream, and Bob cleared it with her that we could take over her spot for tonight. So, good day, GRB. Michael, new local Austin.
Wow. All the
Dave
cool,
Farrell.
all those cool kids. Dale said hi, Yazzie.
Then Domino, he's going to go into Dusty's 40 breeder. So that'll be good for his lifelong tank.
Like children growing into things.
And then Aztec, the Pueblo, I've got another empty 40 breeder he's going to go into.
Awesome. And your chameleon, what's his name?
Gulliver.
Gulliver. What size screen habitat is he in?
It is an 18 by 30 by 30.
It's a good size for him.
Yeah.
I've got a 14 by 14 by 30, but these guys are little.
Yeah.
They were that size when I got them, and now they're the middle finger size. Carefully. Plus their tails.
Yeah.
They're getting pretty big. I mean, they're growing. They've doubled.
Yeah, Gulliver's growing pretty fast too, but he should the way he eats.
I'm going to try to up their feeding because I usually put like a corner of the egg crate stuff that's got crickets under it in there on their little shelf dish thing, and then turn it over.
Okay.
And they go to town on it. They run when I open the door, but when they see what I'm putting in there, they come right back before they even see the crickets. So they're smart. They know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Gulliver knows because I usually get 4 dozen at a time just for him, and I just dump the bag in his cage and they climb through all the branches and plants, and he comes a running every time when I put him in.
Well, they try to stay in the bottom, and so I always have to, which I do anyway, at least once a week, sometimes more often, move the plants out and move the little carpet out. So far, it's not got wet and it's still clean. So, and that. And anyway, I always find, like I found 4 crickets today and 2 dubii roaches for babies when I put them in there probably a month ago. And they're about half grown. I see a cricket on the screen now, and one of them sees it too at the same time. I've thought about trying to put some flying things in there. I don't know if they really go after like flying fruit flies or stuff like that.
Okay.
Just something to give them some more, not activity, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Did you say the other day you give them some fruitless or some wingless fruit flies?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do, and they didn't have any good ones, but she told me that they had them coming in Tuesday. My buddy over there, Emily, and she said they should be getting big enough to take medium. So I got them 30. They sell them about 30 there, I get them out of the big bin, or they get them out.
Mm.
Register, and I got 30 small and 30 medium. And the little girl had trouble getting down a medium, so I went ahead and gave her several of the smalls. But she did get one down. It was just difficult. He didn't have any trouble. He scarfed them right down. They're so much fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it's amazing how fast they are when they want to.
I know. When I read that, they're like in the the research I did, and they said don't make the mistake of thinking they're slow. They'll get out on you. And man, they can move. I mean,
Yeah, when they're on the trail of a cricket, the cricket don't stand a chance.
are you feeding anything to him besides crickets?
Uh, Again, some mealworms, but he doesn't seem to care for them.
I tried that at first, and they didn't care for them. They would eat them if I didn't give them,
Yeah.
crickets. I gave them, but I read. I follow a girl that I really like, and her stuff seems right on target. Something chameleon. Forget the name of the chameleon, and she has several reptiles and chameleons. And I check her stuff out, and she knows what she's talking about. Nice young lady, maybe 25 or 30, but anyway, she really knows her stuff. And she said that some people didn't like to load them up on mealworms because they were harder to digest. So
Okay.
they might get a blockage. So I kind of stopped it after that. And that may be what happened with that female. I don't know.
Could be.
I stopped it.
Yeah,
Nelson,
I was looking for something else to give him because, and I didn't know that they would eat the fruit flies, so I'll have to get some at Petco tomorrow.
um, what I like about those fruit fly cultures is they keep, if you keep it like room temperature, it says 72. I had them here on the dining room table, and I just set them up there when I was organizing a while ago because it should be about 72 up there on top of there. Not nowhere near their light, nowhere near that, but and see if I can get them. It says if you keep them room temperature, they'll keep culturing over and over, and if they're too cool, they won't. So it looks like they're slowing down. So I'm gonna see if I can get them going. But yeah, they love them. I open the jar, and when you first get them, there's dozens, if not 100, on the lid wanting out.
Yeah.
And then they're all down in there in the media. And I open it and stick it in there. She comes running. She's not scared of that jar. She likes the little things. Elsie, you're worthless.
Hey, Mike's Turn to Aquatics and Ian Atkins Nature. Yeah, I'll have to get some of those at Petco tomorrow.
They're a little pricey, but I mean, it's another way to feed them, and they've got that medium in them, so they're supposed to be good to eat.
That's good. Yeah, because right now he's eating 4 dozen crickets every 2 days. So,
how big is he?
Oh, he's probably about, with his tail stretched all the way out, probably getting close to 8 inches.
Oh yeah, they would be hard pressed to be. They might be as long as a dollar bill, but I think they're closer to 5 inches, or 4.5 to 5. There's a fruit fly or something flying around in there now, and he's watching it. He's perched as high as he can. I think it's attracted to the light. It must be full. There's 2 crickets climbing all around in there now. They're not interested.
Yeah, and I posted a picture on Instagram this morning on Gulliver. When I got up this morning, he looked perfectly fine. Walked back past his cage about an hour later, and it looked like his skin exploded. He was shedding.
Oh.
I got the pic here.
Oh, wow.
But he got most of it off today.
I've only seen one shed in them, only one that I noticed. It's because she was rubbing her face and it was getting it off.
So I'd never seen a chameleon shed before, so I messaged Eric Furlow.
Yeah.
Said that because he's got chameleons and says that a good shed. He says it looks just like his does. So
I didn't know they did either, but they do apparently.
well,
Not a lot about it when you, unless you Google it. I did, look it up after that. But.
yeah. Hey, Foxy's Fishes.
Hey, Foxy.
Daniel Velez.
Telling you, all the cool people. Doesn't have anything to do with everybody looking for Pam, right?
Yeah.
She said she would try to stop in. She's okay. She said she just didn't feel good today.
Yeah.
I didn't know she wasn't going until she posted in Fish Tubers on Facebook.
Thank you, Foxy. Share this out.
Much appreciated. You sent me a StreamYard link, and I've never. And then, well, you sent it on StreamYard though. Somehow I got mixed up with. I've never had any trouble with StreamYard. I think it's because you sent it on Instagram. I think
might be.
Yeah.
I wondered about that.
No, I got it, but it's like usually, when you get a link like that to go in, it'll say copy it and then copied, and I got that far, but then it didn't pop up, to the bar to put it in Safari, and I'm like, what do I do now?
Oh.
But it said, paste it in your browser bar, so
Okay.
I had to do one extra step, but I figured it out.
There's Patty.
Patty's Tanks. Glad you came back, Patty.
We got some awesome people here tonight.
Yes, we do. Wonder how many people here have reptiles. And we don't have to talk about reptiles. I mean, the whole time, Mike. I don't care. I'm up to anything, cats, whatever. So.
Yeah, that's something I was going to ask the chat. Who else in here has reptiles or interested in them? Or
Let's see. I've been in here. I complained that Bob doesn't do tank feedings anymore on the stream. Oh my God, Patty. I stopped doing them because they got so boring for me doing them like at the last half of Pam's stream. I feel like everybody knows my fish as well as I do. So
I don't know. Every time you do one, I see something new. So,
well, I'm not a good narrator, as you know. So I feel like I'm not doing a good job now. If Pam's got somebody talking and it's just a screen to have going, that's good. But well, maybe I'll do one tonight.
You have the Oscar and the 180 already, or?
No, I did have him in there for a couple of days, and I changed my mind because I felt like he couldn't stay out of like the Pacus and the big Geo's way. So I put him back to his tank. It was still cycled, and all those tanks are all connected. So he's growing, but I've thought about putting him in the 75 over here with the fat gobies that aren't growing at all, and the black ghost knifefish. But we'll see.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal. Crystal's got an awesome stream on right after Sharpies, right after John on Sunday. In fact, I shared her link the other day, last week, I think.
GRB says the shingleback lizards, one of them's loose in the house somewhere. He also has a pair of motorbike frogs.
I don't know what those look like.
I don't either.
But I'm sure they're natives. They have all the cool stuff.
Hey, Big Easy.
Hey, Mark, I don't think he has any cats in the house. Don't think he does. Nelson's of a size that the cats wouldn't bother him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've got it's been forever and ever since I have, knock on wood, but I got some great big, some huge giant Danios, like 5.5. One of them 6 inches. I'm sure they're huge. From my buddy Emily at the local Petco, and I took her a bunch of floating plants and stuff to get rid of stuff, so she was happy to get them. But she wanted to rehome these guys, and I picked up 3 somewhere else. I don't remember where after that. And about a week after I put the 3 little ones in, all the big ones, her 6, came down with ick. I mean, horrible case. Um, Friday night, I noticed it Friday. They stay right on the top, so I have to kind of bend down to look at the top of the 180. And so tonight will be the third night of third water change. That's a lot of water. Thank
Yeah.
God for the Python, and retreat that whole tank again. I'm using 16 5cc capfuls, so a lot of Ix. It's a 180, but I think I've got enough rocks and wood and sand and all that to displace 20 gallons. I'm sure I do.
Yeah.
But they look good. She asked me today when I was there. She dipped the crickets for me, so I just told her, and I said it's from stress. The new ones didn't get it, so I don't know if I had ick in there and they got it from stress, or if they got it the day she had them at the store. It doesn't matter because everybody's going to be fine. Nobody else got it. Nobody else has it. Nobody.
That's weird.
Nobody. Just those 6 big guys. Always keep your medicines ready. Yep. Chat here. Terrible about watching chat. Motorbike frogs are named because their call is like a motorbike going through the gears. Oh, I bet that's super cool. Somebody had a TikTok or some little short video or reels or something, not anybody we knew, but of a big frog they brought in, and they were kind of poking it on the top, and it would scream and try to run. No cats.
So, yeah, that's my problem too. With anything gets out, I got 3 cats that'd be on them instantly. So
they might not bother the big ball python.
Probably not.
It's big enough to give them a scare.
Yeah, he'd probably bite them before they bite him.
Yeah, I remember you saying the other day, Joe, that those roosters woke you up. 5 a.m. Yeah.
Foxy says she has a few painter turtles.
Nice.
I don't have any turtles. But
I don't either, except for the little kid thing, back in the 60s, you get the little plastic island and plastic palm tree and the little ones that had salmonella. They stopped selling them then. But I'm sure mine starved or died from something horrible.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, my mom, I'm pretty sure it was at Woolworth, she got those little green turtles with the horrible green little bowl or dish that you kept them in. So.
Yep. I had one and it died, and that was the end of that. I don't remember it dying. I must have been real young.
And I've had a couple of red-eared sliders when I kept outdoor ponds. So
Before I moved back from Florida, we had a big pond, shallow, like 3 or 4 feet, but the golf course was on the other side of it, and the pond kind of skirted the condos. They were like apartments, but you had to buy. Anyway, I was on the second floor and had a big wraparound balcony, and there were always lots of them out there. They'd climb up on a wall and stack up and get an order by size. Caught a lot of nice bass out of that. Threw them back in.
And I posted a video last week. I got my paludarium done.
Yeah, that's one that I've got. I've got several of yours and Ian, a couple other people. I have to go look. It's saved in queue to look at. We'll eventually see them all. How do you like
I'm not gonna. It looks great. I haven't got anything in it yet, and I'm not gonna say what I'm getting, but it's gonna be frogs.
Actually, I may have looked at that. I'll have to, before I watch it, I'll look to see if I commented. I usually comment. My memory's so bad.
It's it's just a small one. It's a 12 by 12 by 18. That was a good size to start with. So
they had some beautiful frogs today, and they were tiny, like that size, little finger size. At Petco, they were black with orange spots, I think.
now you'll just have to stay tuned for the video, Brittle.
Yeah, Spillity said, what are you getting?
If anybody has watched me for any length of time, you probably already know because I have talked about them, but I just got to find them.
Now, amphibians are in and out of the water, or most of them are, or can be. So, as far as comparing, or not comparing, but relating them to reptiles, what similarities do you see? I mean, what makes you want to keep them, I guess, is I kind of like frogs, but I've never wanted to keep turtles. Nothing against them. I just, I'd rather.
Probably the main thing about frogs is I love their calls.
Yeah. I get a lot of them outside here on the deck and in the little pond.
Foxy says, we're redoing a room right now, but I already claimed 2 walls for my self-contained terrariums and water worlds.
Awesome.
Very nice, Lucky.
Well, that sounds fair to me, Foxy. 2 walls is half, right?
Yep.
I'll be looking forward to seeing that. I had a big bottle. It was a terrarium when I was little. I think I had salamanders in it. Oops.
I got guppies this week from Foxy and Brian, Pepin Creek. Some of their dragon guppies.
I did see that. I don't think I commented. I might have, but I did see that. Those are gorgeous.
Yes, they are. They're pretty young, yeah, but they're still gorgeous already.
Yeah.
Even the female.
Because you commented the same thing in the video. Yep. Are your reptiles all asleep or just waking up?
Well, kind of strange. I don't see Dusty poking his head out of his hide, but the living room light's on too. So
Sandy was out, is still out, I think. Kind of in and out, but he was out like he was waiting for 2 adult mice. He still hasn't transitioned to rats. I tried maybe
Okay.
2 weeks ago again.
Hmm.
Um, but you can tell, when, of course, when they're hungry. So
Yeah.
that's what he was looking like. But it's only been 2 or 3 nights since he ate. So I hope he's not hungry. I was planning on trying to handle him a little.
Yeah, Dusty knows it's when it's Monday night for sure.
It was Wednesday night or Thursday night. I usually feed. Yeah, it was Wednesday night. I usually feed in the middle of the week, so it's been 3 nights.
Yeah, I've got all my snakes on Monday night now, once a week.
Even little bit. Gala, the Pueblan milk snake, she took 2 mice, and I put them in frozen and left them on one of her rocks that she likes to lay on that gets warm when the light's on during the day.
Yeah.
And they were still there next morning, and I didn't see her, so I just left them alone because they had slow thawed over the night. And next time I came through, a few hours later, they were both gone. So she got them.
Yeah. That's the albino corn snake and domino. They get 2 pinkies every Monday night. Aztec, I never see him. I've seen him out and about once since I got him. The last Monday, I left a pinky on top of his hide, and it was gone the next morning. So,
I think that's cool. You got one too.
yeah,
I hope I didn't cause that, but I'm sure you did it because you wanted to do it. So
yeah. I got that on Petco's Reptile Rally, and it was a toss-up between the Pueblan and the lavender corn snake. And every once in a while, I think about taking the Pueblan back and getting that corn snake, but
lavender, that sounds pretty.
yeah.
I bet the corn snake is out more. At least my milk snake is pretty secretive. She knows every nook and corner and
Oh,
burrows
yeah.
a lot. I did put a shell in there, like a half of a coconut shell that I had in a tank. Wasn't using it that way anymore, and she took up finally with that. I can't really see her in there. Shine the light in, it makes her mad. Of course. You're pretty.
Yeah, and Domino, he's going to be the death of me. God, he's got more personality than he knows what to do with.
Yeah, he's totally opposite. I told you he scared me to death the next morning. I searched and searched everywhere for that snake, and I'm like, there's no way he could get out. There was, I searched before I even opened to make sure everything was tight. And I taped him shut. I taped everything down shut, the lids and everything. And I finally found him. He had found that the bowl I had in the water bowl had a groove underneath it, and he managed to get himself around in that groove twice, all the way around. I was sliding the bowl over, but I hadn't picked it up. So
Yeah.
finally, I picked it up, and there it was. Yeah, he's something, all right.
Yeah, and he figured out how to climb up the cord for the heat mat temperature controller, and then he gets up on the lip of the tank and goes around the top of it.
Sandy used to do that when I first got him from Nathan's. and he was in the small. I think that's a 10-gallon. Well, no, it's not. It's probably 5.5-gallon habitat. He was so small when he was in there. That's where Reggie is now, a little ball. But he used to do that. He would go up and go around the edge. And at first I thought he was out, and then I figured out what he was doing. And somebody said that they're trying to regulate their temperature if they go up there. So I don't know. I read that or saw it on a video.
Yeah, it scares me when he does that because the Siamese cat is always watching for him, and he can stick one of his claws in and nick him.
Hey, the Noski. I saw William Pridemore come in too. Guppy Shack.
Guppy Shack, William, glad you can make it.
Eddie's calling somebody a good man. No, it's not me.
We got 15 in here and 20 thumbs up. Thank you, people.
Nice. People coming and going, I guess.
Yeah.
Yazzie, are you going to let me get up and get a snake? Huh? You going to let me get a snake?
Yazzie.
Pam's not on here tonight. You'd be doing the same thing as she was. You'd come up here to sleep. Yeah. All right, let's let you jump down. You're hot. Making me hot. And the coffee. Let's see. Would it be boring if I went around and just showed my little collection?
Nope.
I'll do that, and then if somebody looks like they want to come out, I'll get them out. I had a habit of looking at chat and not rings through my this way. Alright, flipped. Cool. The fish are over here like, what are you sitting over there? You never sit there. They are. They're like, why are you over here? You never sit there. They want me to feed them is what they want. Okay. All right. Here we go. In fact, I probably won't sit that down there. That's some tight quarters. All right. That's the 75 that I'm thinking about putting the little Oscar in. And look how cute. Maybe they'll let me open it without moving. Oh, he's trying to move. There's a cricket hanging right up there somewhere. Yeah. And one running up the back. There he comes. Much bigger he is than her.
Yeah.
And of course, you know that's calcium in the bowl. Crickets and whatever, dropping it off. What you doing? I don't think you're hungry or you'd get there and get those crickets. About ready. He's starting to get a pattern on him now that my brother just shared a reel. That's the first time I don't think I've ever seen him share a reel. Trying to get like some purple or orange.
Cool.
A little bit. Oh, got too close. Back up. Yeah, he probably is 6 inches long. He's right there at it.
Hey, geek boy.
Got her eyes closed. She's out.
Yeah, Gulliver always goes over to the big tree in his cage to sleep.
I wanted a big ficus, but I couldn't find one. I've got that little pitiful one back there, but it's growing slowly. And I am going to get rid of the plastic vine and most of those plastic leaves because they're not good for them. They're really not,
Yeah.
especially if they bit a piece of that rubber vine off. It can happen. And I've got lots of branches, lots and lots of branches I can stick in there. Oh, that's fish.
There's Nelson.
What you doing, kid? Oh, he's in shit too.
Yeah.
He's got lots of bugs and all kinds of things in there. Bioactive.
Good.
Cat food. He's like, what? You want the light off? He knows the sound of a. Uh oh. I'm tapping on the top. Am I going to have to feed you? Huh?
You tapped, you better have food.
Yeah, I'll get him something. He's been laying in his plants, so some of them they're closed up, but they're all mashed down. Oh, I had him straightened up a little bit earlier. Let's see. His temp is 76, and his humidity is just over 50. Okay. He could be misted more than he is. Make him a little damper. I'll bring you something back. You're ready to eat, aren't you? When I was wiping the inside of this, look at him. Look at him. Wow. He's really interactive. I should spend more time with him. If he gets mad, he'll poop on you, though. And in the bath, he blows bubbles. I think I had a video of him several months ago blowing bubbles.
Nah.
Yeah, you're a good kid. You are. Had you since you were little bitty. Didn't intend to buy him. He was just there, and I thought that's the one I need. That's your second favorite hiding spot. Just saying. Okay. She's in there. She's back. She could be under there. I'm going to look for her here for a second. If I find her, she'll be all about hiding again. Not under there. So she might be in her little hut. Here she is. Nope. 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 Fooled me. Don't see her. So I don't know where she is. She loves to burrow. Does yours burrow under the soil? And
The Domino and the Pueblo, I've got them on aspen shavings.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
And yeah, they never go into their hides. They always burrow under the aspen.
She could be under some ledges. She'll come out again when she comes out and starts making her something on. She's hungry. All right, let's see. Hey, there's that kid. There he is. Are you hungry? If you're not hungry, I see a poop right there. Yeah, it looks stealthy to me. Sneaking up there. Just ate 3 nights ago. Yeah, he's already got in the strike position. Come out and show everybody how big you are. I remember Nathan having him wrapped around his wrist when he was real little.
Yeah.
He would just sleep on his wrist when he'd be live streaming at night. Come on over here. Look over here. Yeah, he's definitely soliciting for food. Come on. Come on over. There he comes. Yeah, that's bad what I'm doing, of course. He's trying to decide if it's fingers or food, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Show him how big you are. Here he comes. Come on over. Wow. He saw Yazzie. You see that little dog? Yazzie, he's watching you. He's watching you. He's getting pretty fat. He's twice that size, so
Yeah.
he's not going to come out. Can you come up? Should give him a mouse, but they're frozen. Try. It's all right. Come on. He tagged me once on Catfish Terry's live stream. I was like, y'all want to see him eat a mouse? You've got to get in there. You moved your log over, your hide over, and I think it spilled your water. So you probably will be getting a mouse. But yeah, he was in shed and was giving him a mouse, and I don't know what made me put my fingers down in. I think I was holding the mouse by the tail, actually. And the instant I thought, I can't see that snake's head, I felt it. It did not hurt at all. It scared him to death. He was like, whoa, what was that? Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be very careful when I feed Dusty anymore because he's so food aggressive and he's getting so big that.
Come on out. I see your tail moving finally. He's really hungry. I'll put a couple of mouse out to thaw, but it's only been the 3 days.
Hey, Jess, mains, tails, fur, and fins. Dee Dee.
Hey,
Monster
ladies.
Fish Gal, Lori.
Lori. They must all rode together, you think?
Must have.
I didn't even look. What did you name the stream, or what did you call the stream?
Reptiles and more.
There you go. So they know what they're getting into. 2 old men doting on their reptiles. Yeah, you're a good kid. You're just hungry right now. Yeah, you are. I'm not. Chance of me going to that lid or slam to none. None to none.
Come here.
It's a 40 breeder he's in, as we said. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to fix that hide. Look, you rolled it over in your water. Big enough to roll the hide around. Yeah. Let him all out. He wants something to eat. And he's got So much bigger. Remember the night I got him from James and Ed? We met up down in Chattanooga, and he was in his little habitat. It's that one right there. And of course, they had the car warm. He was cold because he didn't have a heat pad or anything. I got him out and held him against my chest, and we've been buds since then, haven't we? Been buds. A lot of people think it's silly to talk to them, but snakes here, most snakes hear very well. They don't hear like we do, but know what's
They can hear sounds and they can feel vibrations. And
all I ever have to do is that wood starts rolling around. He's on top of that, aren't you? Dinner bell. And Reggie's not out tripping on. He's out. I'll pick him up. And I'm just like, plants too. I've got another reptile line. Find where I put it. Not even on the package.
Dee Dee said, imagine that, 2 men alone on a Saturday night playing with their snakes.
Right, Dee Dee? Dee Dee's fantasies.
Yep.
Tell us more, Dee Dee. Be dirt all over the floor where I was repotting the vines. I think it's dirt. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I see you're not guilty. Yeah, she's not coming out. All right. I'm going for cat food and to start thawing the mouse. Here he comes. All right. All right. Yeah, almost all the icks off of those big guys now.
That's good.
They're still a little wobbly. They're all here. All right. Just this. I showed mine. Now you show yours.
I'm not on my phone. I'm
On the
on my computer. So,
well,
hey, mismatched socks.
you can just carry them out there, can't you? Yeah, right.
Yeah. All the lights are out too
I'm
on
teasing.
my tank. So you can see there's Dusty behind me there in the middle.
So he's out. Yeah.
Aztec below him. Gulliver there next to Dusty. And my little green Suriname Pac-Man frog.
Oh. Oh, I was thinking that he was out, but that you were showing. I realized it was a picture after I said.
Oh, he hasn't been out tonight yet.
I'm going to give that boy two mice. I'm so tempted to try another rat, but
I mean, you tried switching him over. Did you uh, saw a mouse with the rat too.
Yeah, I rolled them around on each other. I mean, everything I could to get the scent on there.
Yeah, it took about
Pinkies.
3 weeks to get Dusty switched over. So
Um, Rob can get. He doesn't have reptile. He can get reptile food, so I
yeah,
ordered him and saves me a ton of money. And this is the one, my uh, hoppers. That's what Reggie.
yeah, I order bulk from Mice Direct. So
Oh, okay. It ends up being, Petco. They're like $2 or $3. And
right,
call him two. He'll take them right down. I bet. Um, ends up being like $1.24 from Rob after the shipping and all that. So that's a third the price basically. How did
not
you
quite
fall?
socks. Uh, the rat weanlings for Dusty. I I heat a bowl of water up in the microwave and just put the rat in a plastic bag and let it sit in the hot water.
Right.
The pinkies, I just set them in a bowl because I tried with warm or hot water and they just turned to mush.
Yeah, that worked really well. She didn't eat them till the next day, but it worked well for Gala having them just laid in there frozen.
Mm, okay.
I've got these two rats in a bowl here. I'm looking for my tongs. You would think they would be right in there where the snakes are. I mean, who carries tongs around? Fish nets, yeah, but uh oh. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see him?
Uh,
Can you see him?
yeah.
Where did I go? Huh? And people say they're not. Look at this. Look. No, scary. There's two of them in the bowl. Gotta get them out. And to do them in the plastic, I could I buy one or two at Petco, and I got out doing it when I got them in bulk. And he seems to mind them being wet. I mean, I hold them up and let them drip, but
Mhm.
he takes them wet, no problem. Half the time puts them in his water. I saw Dusty does that too.
Yeah, sometimes he lands in the water bowl because he don't care.
He's watching me. Laid his head down. He's keeping an eye on me now. Gosh, I can, but I don't want to be feeding him twice a week. It literally was Tuesday night, two adult mice. I may have to move up to three and see if that'll hold him a week.
Yeah, sometimes with ball pythons, it's kind of hard to get them to take multiples. So
What about a pinky if the mouse, like a, what? What about a pinky if the mouse and the rat, like a hurricane? One reason I did start letting them go in the water, I keep, of course, keep separate bowls to defrost rats and stuff. Riddle says he's 4 minutes behind catching up. is that when I was getting them from not Rob, but one of my local fish stores, the store smells like rodents. You can smell the pee when you walk in, you know. And with 3 cats, I'm real in tune to that. You know, I need and smell pee. But
Yeah.
so I got them from him when Petco couldn't get them supplied. You know, he does his own apparently, raises them, and that's why it smells bad, I guess. But they smelled bad. The dead ones smelled like pee,
Mm.
so I would let them soak in the hot water. I wouldn't want to. Did anybody having reptiles besides GRB?
Didn't look like it. I didn't see anybody else.
Holly, I think Holly has reptiles. Matt Strip Club just let out. And you came here from there, did you? Sorry. So sorry.
Yeah, she came to see guys playing with their snakes. So
Yeah, well, I'll let you see. He's gone all the way back in now, but he'll come right back out. I usually just let him take one and then play the top of let him get more. Sometimes he starts on it. Like now you're on the right side.
yeah.
You're hungry.
Sock says hubby has a snake phobia, so no snakes for her.
My sister hasn't been in, well, since I told her that I had a snake,
Yeah.
hasn't been in my house. And I thought she was struck out the other day when we were driving in the truck. I was taking her to the doctor and had saved Gala's first shed. It was a beautiful, complete shed and could see the stripes in it and all that. But one of the volunteers wanted it at the Ark for her oddities and curiosity box or whatever. Anyway, I had put it on the dash so I wouldn't forget it. And she saw it. Oh my God. If we hadn't been going down the interstate, she would have jumped out. I have no doubt. It's just a snake skin. We were
Yeah, I
raised.
don't think any of my family knows I have reptiles.
Really? Well, it's a good way not to have company, I'll tell you that.
Yep.
My nephew Cole is dying to come in and see my stuff, but he hasn't yet. Just haven't been up to giving a tour.
Mm. I know the videos you've done with him at the aquariums. He seems pretty interested in fish. So
Yeah, I'm hoping to get him into them eventually. Um, that light looks like one of the old movies, like John Crawford or something. That light across their forehead. I can do anything with it. Um, they went today. I noticed on his Facebook, sister, his granny, and his aunt, my niece. It seemed like somebody else went, but at least those three. They went up to Tellico, which is the closest mountains to us that are really mountains, and they have waterfalls and stuff. And they went to Bald River Falls. And I remember going there as a little kid and many times since. They had a pretty day up there looking at the foliage, I guess, turning and all that. And I was glad to see that because he works 2 jobs, and that's why I try to get him to do things and enjoy life.
cool. Yeah, That's one thing I don't like about here. We don't get much of the fall foliage turnage. Get a random maple tree in here that'll turn yellow, but that's about it.
Really? Huh. And they do still turn here. Really pretty. A bit later. They're right at the peak right now. The peak used to be right on. When I was a kid, it used to be Halloween. Pushed back a little bit. We don't get. I don't miss that. Brothers, I'm not afraid of spiders. In fact, some kind of spider, little web build up in the corner, and I popped it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, keeping tarantulas doesn't interest me too much, but I mean, there's some beautiful tarantulas out there, but
Oh my God! The girl at Texas when she cricket tell me for a beautiful tarantula at some or something,
hmm,
and one I missed apparently. But it was like a purple leg tarantula or something. It had purple in its name. No, well, that's decon time for me. Oh, great. Yeah, some of the
I understand a lot of people's fear of snake is, that's how I was brought up, but really snakes don't don't fear them. You just have to respect them.
right.
It's, it's about all snakes are not going to attack you just to attack you.
My sister says that what made her afraid, and I remember hearing about this when I was real little. So maybe I wasn't in school, so 4 or 5, but she was raised by my mother was the youngest of 10 and had my sister out of wedlock. So she left her baby there when she married my dad, all that stuff you didn't want to know. So they raised an 11th child when they were old people. So she liked to smoke stuff and all that stuff when she was a kid. But they lived in an old farmhouse and they didn't have screens on most of their windows and would always take a nap. And one day, Granny went in, and there was the big black snake, which is harmless, laying on the bed beside her. It came right in the window. The bed's right over the window.
Mm-hmm.
She hit at it or did hit it, and it went right back out the window. It didn't get killed. But that scared Kathy. She saw it go out the window, and she's always been terrified, especially black snake. But they had a root cellar underneath that room, right underneath that room, and it had filled up with water, and they never kept it pumped out or anything. So it was magical to us because it had frogs under the house, and you could throw rocks in it and see them. So it was probably hanging around, for the rodents and things that like to use the
Right.
pond under there, frogs. So of course, it came up there to sun on the bed. That's all it was doing was. Oh, thanks, Petey. Yeah, Red is good. He's cut himself. He's resting right now. He said, I thought we were going to eat. He's kind of just laying there on a plastic plant, letting them do all the digging. He's a character. Yeah, I don't like to kill spiders because, sometimes you have a bunch of babies on them or in them.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather just get them all out of there.
I came across a big old spider once. Luckily, it was outdoors, and I stepped on it, and about a million babies ran from it.
Mm,
That'll scare you.
yeah. And if you're not paying attention, they run on you if you're paying
Yeah.
attention. Ooh. Somebody in the fish fam's afraid of squirrels. I can't remember who that is. They can creep you out. When I used to volunteer 20 years ago at the Wildlife Rehab Center, they would have a lot of squirrels, all kinds of things, possums,
Yeah.
squirrels. Somebody's calling you. But nobody liked to go in and take care of the squirrels because they climb all over you. They skitter around on you like you're a tree.
Yeah.
So I would always get that job.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of squirrels, but I've ran across a couple that were pretty shady. So
Yeah, yeah. I had that one Rocky for a long time. Passed a few years ago now, 2 or 3. He stayed in a big parrot cage when he was inside that was always open in my work office, the bedroom back there. He was a little rescue out of the yard, a little hairless rat.
hmm.
But he went out every day when it was nice weather. Every day he'd go out and come back in and go right to his cage, and he'd make his nest every night in there. The cats I had then are none of these cats. Yeah, Dharma. I had Dharma then. She's 7 or 8, so I had her, but they would ignore him. He had that attitude, like his swagger, and he would go right to his cage. He didn't want anything to do in the house. Nothing for him there. Cats didn't bother.
Cool. Oh. Well, Bob, how long did you want to go tonight?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. I was hoping Pam might come in and say hi, but I hope she's sleeping and resting and
Yeah.
having fun or feeling better. So, but it makes no difference to me. Somebody's
Right.
got a fish question. No fish questions. No, we said earlier this is about anything, not just reptiles.
Yeah. Go ahead, Socks.
No fish questions. Fish. Been busy.
Yeah, Steph, that's what you can do is make some videos tomorrow. Doc says, I have a 120 well established, heavily planted tank with community fish. Thursday, long story short, there was a leak and one of the bulkheads broke. Yep. Moved the heater into the tank, added the seated sponge filter and an air stove. Said the service guys won't be able to come out until at least Monday. Should I do a water change at all? Not sure what my parameters are at the moment.
Fresh water, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So it was a community tank. So
Hey, Stephen.
I would say if it's not time for the scheduled water change time and the fish look okay, I wouldn't I wouldn't worry about it right now.
I would have to agree. If the fish look okay, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone.
Yeah. But I don't think a broken bulkhead's going to change your water parameters anyway. So
So did it leak down past that and stop, or that's what it sounds like? Oh, there we go. Steph's asking.
you can leave it alone all day, no problem. So I wouldn't worry about it, Socks.
Nope. Could make things worse.
Yeah,
If you fill it back up, it might make it crack more. Honestly, that's the kind of luck I have.
right.
Good date. I think it was out this week.
Hey, outdoors with Big Matt.
Hey, Matt. How long has it been? About 30 minutes since I dropped those mice in that hot water.
Uh, Probably not quite that long.
For all the squeamish people, we'll have a live feeding. And I still haven't found my tongues. My fingers shan't go in there. This table. How would I find them? All right, buddy. Moving off all the weight. Some of the weight. Here he comes. Let me turn this around. Guys, if y'all don't want to, well, it's not a live feeding. If you guys don't want to see a sweet little snake eat a frozen thawed mouse, now would be the time not to look. Oh, yeah. Somebody hungry.
Yep,
Oh,
he's ready.
come on over here. Make sure these mouse are, yeah, they're soft all the way through. I'm going to give him the bigger one first. You stinker, you better not get my finger. Well, I've got the mouse hanging by its tail. That lid is heavy. There it is. Gonna get it? What do you think about that? I need a third hand. He's watching me. Look at him. He's watching
Yep.
what moves. Up here. This thing that smells like a mouse and dripping. Trying to figure out how I can. I'm gonna lay this down a second. That's the way to do it.
Oh, we lost Bob. He probably won't realize that when he set his phone down, it took him out until he picks his phone back up. So there he's back.
Let me try laying it down again. I don't know why it did that. All I did was lay it down.
Yeah, might have just caught the button.
Probably. Let me turn the camera back around. That mouse is right there, and he has no interest because it's not moving, but it's of interest in me. Hey there. Hey, silly boy. The mouse is way over here, but I want to get a little something in the edge of this door to hold it open. Oh, he got it.
There, he got it.
Yeah. While I was fooling around trying to get the, I was going to put a little wedge in the door to hold it up, like an inch, half an inch for me. He got it.
Hey, Stephen. Glad you can make it.
Saw Steven while I was off here for a minute, just posted something. There he is. And a poop. There's that poop. So he's getting kind of chunky too.
Yep. Socks, that's a ball python.
Oh yeah, he spilled all of his water. There's a couple of poops in there I need to get out.
Yeah, you're safe now. He's got the mouse, so he's all focused on that.
He don't care what I do in here now. He's got his meal. All right. Trying to figure out what to do with this poop. I think the best thing to do is just throw it in my garbage and take it out. Evening garbage. There we go. There we go. I hate we didn't get to see him grab it, but water, water, water. So I can't find my tongs. Can't find my water bottle. There it is. Okay. Dee Dee, that was your snake show. Uh-oh. He was just letting go of it. Just killed it. I walked up.
Yeah.
Spooked him. Go ahead. Mouse going. I tell you what.
Yeah, he's had it, so he'll go back to it.
Yeah, just let go of it, and I guess it's going to start to swallow, and I walked up. Sorry about that. Water. Been stretching around over there.
Socks is asking you how old is Sandy?
Well, let me think. It was last winter that I got him, but Nathan had him for several months.
Okay.
At least a year. I would guess a year, maybe more.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe a year and a half.
Yeah, when you go back to the time he was with Nathan, and somebody had him, Nathan got him, all that really didn't take that good care of. I'm gonna keep one eye on him over there while I try to rinse this out. His reach is long.
Yeah.
This habitat doesn't smell bad at all. It smells like fresh plowed earth. I see you. I really did freak him out. Look at him over there. Get most of that out of there.
Yeah, the snakes are really pretty easy to take care of.
At least he's got water. And while I've got this open, he's looking the other way. He's got two mice dying on. And I've got mousy hands. I just always feel like I ought to put everything I've got on here. He's not going to move that log for sure. All right. How long have we been going?
Almost an hour and a half. So
Anytime you want to call it,
yeah,
it's up to you.
probably about done.
You do all this anyway, so you know what. It's not anything new for you. Just got to get this mouse and snake off my hands.
Yeah.
I am still going to try to hold Reggie, but I don't want him to smell mouse on me, so I might get bitten.
Yeah. I always use hand sanitizer when I'm done thawing out mice or rats and before I feed. So
This is the best thing I've found. I can't remember where I got it. But it foams. It comes out as a foam.
yeah.
I don't need much of it at all. The smell of.
Well, Bob, I think I'm going to call it a night.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to feed a bunch of fish.
Appreciate you having this idea to do this. So
Well,
a lot of fun.
I enjoyed it. I don't know if anybody else did, but at least we gave a hangout for a while.
Hope we didn't bore the chat too much.
Right?
Well, we got 27 thumbs up, so
We did something right, I guess.
I guess I appreciate you all coming out. Everybody in chat, my mods, lurkers, replay crew. Thank you all very much. Love you all. Bob, you got any final words?
Nope. Appreciate you guys. You're the best, said sis. Thank
you. Yep. Fish fam is the best for sure.
Got it.
All right. Love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Later.
Everybody take care.